Hello, Wealthpathfinders, welcome. We've come a long way in our series looking at system thinking, how we can use systems, to ensure consistent results in our businesses, making our customers happy, delivering values, finding customers, keeping them, delivering consistent results to them. So we started this by saying that we should allow systems to run our businesses and people run the business. Make our businesses system dependent. So we went ahead, to talk about, that a system is basically made of two parts: the processes of the system and the component, that is needed to run those processes. We went further to talk about, system quality, which is how you can minimize the errors in your system. And we went further to talk about system speed. All right, I'm sure that you've gotten a lot of value in talking about systems. Today we want to look at how to manage your business by the numbers for greater profit. Manage the performance of your systems by numbers, for greater, because your entire business right now should be system based. So when we talk about managing your business, we're talking about managing the system. There's all the systems, in all the areas of your businesses, for what? For greater profit. According to a British scientist known as William Thompson, William says that when you can measure what you are speaking about, and express it in numbers, you know something about it. But when you cannot express it in numbers, he says your knowledge is of a meager and unsatisfactory kind. So you don't have a good knowledge of what you're talking about if you cannot reduce it to number. So the art and the science of managing your business by the number is what we call managerial accounting. The art of using numbers to manage your business, know how well your business is doing based on numbers, because numbers don't lie. This will require a thorough understanding of your performance indicators, the key performance indicators in your business. This will include both the leading indicators and the lagging indicators. What is the difference between leading indicators and lagging indicators? Your leading indicators are what? Are the indicators that measure real-time system performance within the period of measurement, the period you are measuring. For example, if you are measuring for the current month, your leading indicators could be, for example, the number of sales lead so far within the current month. If you are measuring a day, in your leading indicators, which is real-time system performance, could be the number of sales today, the number of sales in the week, the number of sales in the current month. But on the other hand, the lagging indicators are indicators, that measure results in the past. This could be, for example, a monthly financial statement that reports your last month total sales or your last year total sales. Why is this important? For example, lagging indicators can give you an idea of trends of how well your system is doing over, period. So these are measurements for you to say, you want to measure by numbers. These indicators are important, the leading indicators and the lagging indicators in your business. So why is performance measurement important? By measuring results and providing frequent feedback, you know how well your business is doing. Managers and your team can improve the performance of your business and your organization dramatically. Why? Because they are getting feedback. You know when your business is doing well. You know when, an area of your business is not doing well that requires attention. So, managers, your team, can bring about improvement, performance improvement that can dramatically change the result of your organization. So what is the relationship between managing by numbers and business systems? Because we are talking about business system. Why do we need to manage, business? What's the relationship between managing, by numbers and business system? One major component of business and managerial accounting is system measurement. We have said that every area of your business is systems. So it's system measurement. You want to measure how well all the systems, your sales system, your accounting system, your lead generation system, how well those systems are doing. The only way you can do that, is manage measurement by number, managing by number. So accounting is not just, managing payables, receivables, and so forth. Accounting itself is a system, and it is your primary system to measure the effectiveness of all your business processes, the operations of the entire operations of your company or your business. Its purpose is to help you measure by numbers so you can maximize sales and profit, which is the bloodline of your business. So you measure by number using accounting. So accounting is not just for payables, it's not just for receivables. It's used to measure all your system processes, the entire operations of your business. So your accounting system is the brain of your organization. It reduces large quantity of data into useful information that you can use to make decisions and improve your business processes, and as well improve your business result. So what are the advantages of managing by numbers? The first one I want to look at is that number reveals your strengths and your weaknesses. The strength or weaknesses of your business can be revealed by numbers. They tell you what went wrong, in the past, and what you can do now to improve it. Numbers will tell you that. It tells you what is working well so that you can sustain it and be able to begin to, to produce same result, repeat same result, because you have the numbers that shows that it's working. Secondly, managing by number replaces feelings and opinion, gut feelings, with business intelligence. Why? You have numbers, you can make decisions accurately. So it provides a seed of solution to problems, because why? You know where there's the problem, all right? You know what the problem is because of the number. It is the basis for making vital and informed decisions. For example, you can know the financial effect of every decision you are making, or before you spend a dime, before you spend $1, you know because you have the numbers. If I do this, this is what is going to happen, and this is going to be what the financial implications will be. And finally, a good decision will save you or earn you far more than the cost of putting the system in place. So don't be stingy with making investment in your accounting system, because the accounting system is what helps you to manage by number. Learn to use it, invest in it, and you'll find out that your result in business will dramatically improve. According to Peter Drucker, a business authority, he says you cannot manage what you cannot measure. It is important. Measurement is important. You can't manage what you cannot measure. In fact, according to Michael Dell Computer, he says anything that can be measured can be improved. So first is you can manage what you can measure, and you can also not improve what you cannot measure. So it's the key that you're able to measure the performance of your system using accounting systems, so that you can measure it and so that you can improve it. So with business systems and processes, you can measure just about anything in your business. You can measure productivity, you can measure quality, you can measure timelines, you can measure cycle times, you can measure resource utilization, you can measure cost, just name it. Just with systems, processes, and using the accounting system, you can measure every aspect of your business. In the system phase of our 5-phase value thinker business model, we use a simple, process you call balanced scorecard, developed by 2 professors of Harvard University to establish measures, set targets, and goals. You may want to look at it. You will love it. As I close, my question for you as a business owner is that what are your key business indicators? What are your business key performance indicators? Do you know them? A few key performance indicators drive the economic engine of your organization. Do you understand them? What are the key? There are so many performance indicators. You may not be able to measure everything, but the question is, what are your key performance indicators? If the results are good of those key indicators, everything else tends to fall in place. You should decide what those key numbers are. That becomes your standard. That becomes, and make sure that you do what? You watch them closely. What should be the key performance indicators in those key areas of your business that every other thing depends on? You need to measure it. Key numbers may include ratios. I'm sure you heard about ratios, like profit per square foot of space for a rental company, for example. What is the profit I make, per the square foot of space? What is the profit per customer visit to my site? Every time a customer visits my site, What is the profit that I make? What is the sale lead per day? Every day, what are the number of leads I get per day? Okay, what is the sales conversion by presentation? Every time I go and make a presentation to customers, what is the conversion rate? So these are numbers that you can use to measure performance. What is the defective unit per 1,000 produced? For every 1,000 you produce, what is the defect that is there? And so forth and so forth. I'm sure you get the idea how to use numbers to measure performance. In this ratio, what I would advise you to do is focus on the most important result. Your most important result is the numerator, and your most expensive resources is the denominator. So what you are measuring is that you are measuring how well, okay, you use the expensive resources you have, the vital resources you have, the key resources you have, to produce result. How well are these resources, being put into use, to generate result? That's what ratio is all about. So I ask you again, what are the 1 or 2 key performance indicators that drive success in your business, that drive success in your organization? Select your measurement carefully and only measure what you will use, what is important to you. Establish processes that let you know every day how you stand in relation to your goal. So what are your goals? What are your measures? So you have a scorecard that tells you on a daily basis how well your business is doing. Keep in mind that, the earlier your measurement system catches a problem, the sooner correction can be made. When we're looking at system speed, we say that the idea is that you won't allow problem to accumulate. You will stop and solve the problem, before you continue. Otherwise, you have system accumulating, problem accumulating that could lead to a lot of system delay and reduce the speed and efficiency of your system. So when you have measurement in place, you need to put in mind, that with measurement in place, system will catch a problem sooner and correction can be made so that, it won't affect your system speed. So begin now to manage your company by the numbers. Manage your business by the numbers. Let measurable results drive improvement of your vital business systems and processes. What are they? Do you understand which ones are? Like I said, there's no way that you'll be able to manage all your business processes or your business system, but there are the key ones. Let those ones be managed by numbers. By the way, if you are not a number person, I want to suggest, and you don't have a number person in your organization, what do? Please go and hire one or find someone who can help you. In this highly competitive world, you have to manage by the numbers, to be successful. Remember this, I hear this all the time, okay, especially for people that understand numbers. It says, in God we trust, all others bring data. All right? In God we trust, in all others do what? Bring data. So after God is what? Is data. It has to be data. Database policy making, database decision making, database everything. Everything must be based on data. Okay? So in our first, my first selling award-winning book, Start to Fortune, the A to Z of how to build a great business and make a fortune helping a lot of people, I discussed entirely in the systemized phase how to measure by the numbers. You might want to pick a copy. I hope you got value so far. Okay, next week we are concluding this campaign on value thinking, how to manage your business with systems and allow people to run those systems. Please share it within your network. And if you are here to subscribe to our YouTube channel, I want to encourage you, stop now, click the subscribe button, and make sure that you click the notification button so that you'll be one of the first that get this kind of videos that we release on a regular basis. Thank you for your time, and do have a blessed week.